So have you ever looked in the mirror and felt stuck? Hitting the gym hard, trying every workout, every diet, but nothing seems to be working. Your body just seems to look the same month after month. Just this soft, undefined, potato-looking thing in the mirror. It's frustrating, right? If this sounds like you, then keep watching. What I'm going to do in this video is identify the skinny fat dilemma that you probably are suffering with and how we're going to solve that to get you lean and jacked over the next few months instead of it taking years. In case you don't know who I am, which you probably don't, my name's Aidan Burr. I'm a coach for men with over 15 years of experience at this point, helping guys who are no longer in their early 20s with long work hours, partner, kids, you name it, get back in shape after letting themselves go. Ultimately transforming that skinny fat look, which we all hate, into a much more lean, jacked and toned looking physique. Cutting out the fluff, all the shit you see on social media, the nonsense influencer fuckery shoved in your face, and just taking you through real methods that actually work and can be tailored to you. So in this video, I want to talk about the main mistakes that guys make that keep them stuck in this skinny fat nightmare. Never seeing change, never seeing progress. Then, once you understand the what and the why, we're going to go through the how. How to solve this problem, break free of that skinny fat trap, finally make a proper physical transformation for yourself. Sound good? Let's get stuck in. So what exactly is skinny fat? So being skinny fat means you're pretty weedy overall, but you carry a lot of body fat as well, particularly around like the midsection, the love handles, the man boobs. It's almost like that old school dad bod look. You might look all right in clothes, ish, but take your shirt off, there's no muscle definition, just a bit of a slouch. Over the years, I've seen and I've helped countless men with the same issue. They get frustrated because it feels like all the hard work that they're putting into the gym, they're putting into the diet, it just never seems to be paying off. So this skinny fat dilemma, it causes a huge conflict. It causes you to switch back and forth constantly between feeling skinny and wanting to bulk up, and then feeling fat and wanting to shred down, which means you're never able to truly commit in one direction. That means you never see the change that you actually want. 1 minute you want to get all jacked up top, so you start lifting heavy. Next you want to lose the belly fat, you want to shred up, so you start smashing loads of HIIT workouts and cardio and you just switch everything up. Then there's the diet side. So 1 week you're trying to get shredded, so you're cutting carbs, cutting fats, doing old school magazine diets, fucking grapefruit diet, slim fast, I don't know. A couple weeks later you're feeling too skinny, you've lost too much weight too quickly or something, so now it's time to bulk back up, so you're smashing like high calorie shakes, eating big dirty meals, trying to add some size, but then you're just getting in your own way and you're just feeling fat again. As I'm laying this out, you're probably thinking, yeah, there's no way that this is going to work, Aidan, but I'm probably guilty of this. Exactly, constantly doing opposing things on a weekly or a monthly basis. So let's talk about the correct approach. So what is the number one priority for skinny fat guys? If you looked in the mirror and you had to change one thing you had to change straight away, what would it be? So for 99% of you lot, it's going to be shredding up, seeing more definition, getting rid of the belly, getting rid of the moobs, getting rid of the love handles, seeing that go first. No matter what stage of the journey you're on, whether you're cutting, bulking, that's always going to be niggling in the back of your mind first. So once you accept that, it should be a whole lot easier to focus on one particular direction. And this is why phase one, for my clients who come on board my 4-phase system, it's always commit to the shred. So now that you've established your number one priority, which is get lean first, commit to the shred, that means we need to be in that calorie deficit to lose the fat, to see more muscle definition and to tone up. Before you start saying, oh, I don't want to lose too much weight because I'm going to start feeling all skinny and weedy, we need to make one thing really, really clear. During a fat loss phase, during a shred phase, you can still gain some muscle for a lot of guys during this phase. But if you start bulking up and eating loads of calories, you cannot lose any body fat during that process. So during a shred, if your training is right and if your diet is on point, which we're going to get to, then you will still see some muscle definition and make some gains during this process. No, you're not going to blow up and get proper jacked like a bodybuilder, but that comes later. Right now, it's about committing to the shred first. Now we've cleared that up, there's 3 components which you need to be made clear of. Component number 1 is obviously a consistent calorie deficit. getting your metrics right so that you're shredding the pounds or the kilos off on a near weekly basis, which involves monitoring your average step count, your activity levels, tracking your calories obviously, making sure that you are consistently on average somewhere between 500 to 1,000 calories under your maintenance calories on a daily basis. Typically on my program anyway, we hit this hard and aggressively in individual sprints of about 8 weeks at a time. We're aiming to drop a solid sort of 5 to 10 kilos in each sprint. While we're in this deficit, while we're in these sprints, we want to ensure that we are dropping the right kind of weight. So you're not just getting skinnier and you're not just looking like a slimmer version of what you already look like. So the next two components are absolutely key in ensuring that we are at least maintaining, if not even gaining, some muscle mass during this phase. Component number 2 is protein. This needs to be a priority in every single fucking meal. Protein is the building blocks of muscle growth. So if you want to maintain and gain some muscle while you're shredding up, protein is number 1. It also helps to keep you more full in the deficit. I mean, don't kid yourself. You are still going to feel hungry, but it will stop you wanting to murder everyone. A little bit like all the other crash diets that you might have done in the past. Doesn't really work out, probably because it's way too low on the calories and not enough protein. So ultimately, it makes staying in the deficit easier and for longer. It's more sustainable. And you burn more energy as well, so that's an extra bonus point. How much protein do you need? So you need to aim for around, a good guideline is about 2 grams of protein per kilo of your target lean body weight. We say aim for 2 grams because optimal minimum is like 1.6, 1.7 times your body weight in kilos. So if you aim for your target body weight, times that by 2 in kilos, and that is what you should aim for, grams of protein per day. Protein, loads of it, every meal, make it a priority. Not just of supplements and bars and shakes, of proper food in your meals. Final component number 3, to ensure that we shred the fat and we don't just lose weight and muscle, is effective, efficient weight training. Don't need to be doing loads of cardio workouts or HIIT exercises or loads of like calorie burning stuff. Honestly, prioritizing that is probably one of the worst approaches for your fat loss, because it is your nutrition, calories and protein and steps and those metrics that is going to drive the fat loss side of things. Your training should be focusing on building strength and muscle, especially as we're looking at an aesthetic side of things, looking better in the mirror. So ultimately, bodybuilding style training works the best. But for most guys who I work with, like I said, no longer in your early 20s and you don't have shitloads of free time, we need to be more efficient. Long hours, social lives, kids, the missus, weekends away, whatever. You've got to navigate around all that. So it is not realistic to require you to train 5, 6, 7 days a week. It's just not going to happen and you don't need it. What is more effective is a much more compact, sustainable and efficient 3 or 4 day workout program. Something that's actually doable week on week, so that you're not skipping sessions and losing out on gains. Really popular split amongst my clients is a 4-day front back push pull split. More than that in another video, but I'm going to leave a free program in the links below, which gives you more of a deep dive plus access to my free 2-set shred workout program. You can download that and you can get started on something proper and efficient and effective. And that, in a very short and sweet nutshell, sums up phase 1 of my 4-phase system to helping you get lean and jacked. Fixing your skinny fat dilemma, your skinny fat transformation, by committing to the shred first and focusing on those 3 key components. Do that and you'll be well on your way of seeing big changes in the mirror over months instead of years. Just like a lot of my clients who have come on board my coaching program here and have completed their phase 1 shreds as well. You can see they're looking a lot more lean and jacked by committing to the shred phase first and following the process. Without being a boring bodybuilder, no more than 4 days a week in the gym, and being able to navigate all those responsibilities in their lives as well. Now, if you really want a full deep dive where I break down my entire 4-phase system, helping guys like yourself go from skinny fat to lean and jacked, not only the shred phase, but also learning how to build, sustain, and reveal an incredible physique transformation, you're gonna wanna check out my step-by-step video somewhere around here. So click on that if you really wanna see how the long-term system works. Otherwise, free program below, deep dive video here, and I'll catch you later.